One of my favorite movies during my childhood was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. I loved this so much that today I've decided to work on this. What you're seeing is a custom 1/6 scale action figure of the Red Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. As you can see, the entire armor that the Red Ranger is wearing is completely made out of cardboard. This took me 3 hours to work on this, and it took me I'd say 15 minutes to paint the whole armor. So, am I happy with the results? Absolutely. I'm proud of how the armor turned out. I love how the paint turned out. And I especially love on how the helmet turned out. The red paint on the helmet is a little brighter than the color of the armor, but it still turned out really well for me. Now the helmet is removable, but I'm not going to take that off. I just don't really feel like it at the moment. Now let me show you the back of the figure. Just gotta be careful. The back is a little okay, but even if it just looks a little, like you can see how the boots, like the back of the boots look, how there's like this V-shaped cut. I honestly don't mind that. And I also don't really mind on how the neck guard has like this big squarish cut over there. I mean, this could be like just in case if I just want to like take off the costume. But one problem. The belt is completely glued on to the Velcro, which means that I can't take it off. But I'm not going to take it off anyway. Now, if you're wondering why there are some hot glue stuff spots over there, it was because before I made this, I was working on I was using this costume for another custom action figure, but it didn't turn out well. So I took everything off, and I tried taking the spots off, but it just didn't work. So I'm just going to keep them there and just pretend they don't exist. One thing I like to point out is that before I made this, I made other custom action figures, like the Ultraman 1/6 scale figure that was a custom. But I've also made like a 1/6 scale Blue Falcon action figure, and he had like duct taped cardboard armor. And I've also made like a Hawkman action figure that also had some duct taped cardboard armor on. But the problem was the duct tape for the cardboard armor was just peeling off immediately. So the next day, I decided not to do that anymore. Just no more duct tape armor, you know? So yeah, that's why I went ahead and just paint the whole armor. And it works. It works perfectly. There's no need for some duct tape covering. All you need to do is just paint it. Now there are some things missing, like the red diamonds on his wrist guards and his boots. Now the reason for that is because I actually have painted the diamonds on them before, but they just didn't look right. So I covered them all up with white paint. Now, even without the red diamonds on wrist guards and boots, they just look perfect without it. One last thing is that I was trying to make like the dinosaur head on the gold piece on his chest and also on his buckle, but it ended up pretty bad. And I'm usually a good artist, but when it comes to small detail, it just doesn't work that well. But you can still see some of the detailing on the hold on, let me focus here. Yeah, you can still see some of the detailing on the dinosaur head, but it was supposed to be all covered up with gold. But you know, like the hot glue spots on the back, I'm just gonna pretend that that this one does not exist. Overall, this is one of my favorite custom action figures that I've made, and pretty soon I'll be making more Power Ranger action figures just like this one. I'll be making like the Green Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Black Ranger, and more, you know. So anyways, in conclusion, I hope you guys like this, and I hope to see you in the next time. In the next video, sorry.